Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To my loyal viewers and subscribers. A people without knowledge of their past history, origin and culture is like a tree without roots. Yeah, most Jamaican people are like that. If you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you won even before you started. Yes, that's a quote from the late Marcus Garvey. And you know, as a people, one I think that Jamaican people lack is self-confidence. Yes, you can see Jamaican people hate being black, they hate everything about themselves. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. You know, we at the channel are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. Jamaica Young Police channel does not tell lies, as it is not in our DNA. Whatever you hear here is the truth and nothing but the truth. If we at the Jamaica Young Police channel saying anything that is not true, well, you can come here and correct the same. A wise man, yes, a wise man can change his mind, but a fool can't, because he's a fool. A fool will never, ever know that he's a fool, even when it is pointed out to the fool that he's a fool, because all he's talking about is foolishness. Yes. Remember, never, you must never try to educate a fool, because the fool will hate you. Only a friend will tell you the truth. Before we begin today's video, we at the Jamaica Young Police channel want our audience and detractors to know that anything that we have said here that is incorrect, you can reach out to us and we will give you the chance to correct the same. To us, the first and foremost thing about us and the Jamaica Young Police channel is our character, credibility and reputation. We have never slandered or defamed anyone's name on this platform. Whatever you are hearing here is the truth. If the truth shall kill those who hate the truth, let it kill them. Remember that we said before, those who do not know the truth are fools, and those who knew the truth and call it a lie is a depraved and criminal-minded people. At the Jamaica Young Police channel, we want our loyal viewers and subscribers to know that we are not over here promoting propagandas or lies. Everything that we're telling you, it's factual, whether it's past or present. That's what we're all about here. Educate, inform, inspire, and to change minds, to open up people's eyes, to see what's have been happening in their own world. In life, just when you're ignorant, people just keep pushing you around and around and keep lying to you. But it's when you're knowledgeable, people cannot do that. And you see, as a person, if you, as a black man, a white man, a Chinese man, a yellow man, an Indian, if you cannot see yourself in another human being, you know that you're an empty vessel. You're not a normal person. If you, as a person who is of a certain political stripe, yes, whether you're a PNP, LGBTQ plus activist or supporter in 2023, or whether you're a JLP, LGBTQ plus supporter and activist in 2023, and you cannot see yourself in another person as your brother and sister, something is wrong with you. As for me, one of the main reasons why I become a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and wanted to become a detective, it's because of a man named Tom Levine. That indelible impression that he had left on me, that lasting impression, even when I went to my mother's country to live, I always tell myself that I want to become a police officer and I want to be like Tom Levine. He was a feared police officer. When I said feared, yes, he was feared in both ways. Criminals are afraid of him and he was a feared person. And that's the kind of police officer I was. I don't say politics or align yourself to a political party make you a fear person. You have to be a biased person and able to ignore your conscience, your thinking, and your humanity, decency, and honesty. as a man who's from Jonestown, which is a PNP LGBTQ plus community today. When I was growing up, it was a PNP community. And I can tell you that I see the people who are from Rima, I see them as my brother and my sister. I have never seen them as my enemies. But that was what implanted into the people's brain in Jonestown, because they're low IQ people. But it's when you read, you realize that these people, all of you are related, because the reason why all of us as black people were in Jamaica is that everyone came on the same slave ships. So it reached a point where we have a government at the time that was able to set up the Green Bay Massacre. Yes, the Green Bay Massacre, part of Jamaican political conflict. The location, Green Bay Firing Range, Port Henderson Road, St. Catherine, Jamaica. And the attack type was ambush, so it was a cowardly act. Cowardly act by the members of the Jamaica Defence Force, acting on the advice of the PMP government led by Michael Manley. And when I say that without any apologies. Those who want to say that I am a labourite, that is your business. All I am doing is speaking facts. If the PMP LGBTQ plus party is ashamed of what they have done, they would denounce all of these atrocities that they had committed against Jamaicans. These atrocities weren't committed by foreigners, they were committed by Jamaicans on behalf of the Jamaican government against Jamaican people. I don't care about these people, whether they are a labourite or a PNP. These were Jamaican people that the Jamaican government, led by Michael Manley, sent these people to lure them and murder them. So we're gonna call, it was 5 men, death of 5. Those killed are labourites. Listen, those killed are labourites from Southside. Imagine if it was from my community of Jonestown that 5 people were killed. You know, today's date, the PMP would remind Jamaica of this atrocity, but it's nowhere they don't remind the Jamaican people of these things. So you just keep them docile, passive, and ignorant, and they love that. But I am not into that. I am about educating, inform, and edifying our people, and to inspire, and to change minds and heart, because we want to see the wickedness of our government back then. These are 5 Jamaicans, you know, who were slaughtered, ambushed, you understand, and killed. The first name is Norman Thompson, aka Goto, a former national footballer for the Santos football team. 2, Glenroy Richards, an aspiring reggae artist. Imagine, boy, maybe that man could be the next Bob Marley if they hadn't murdered him. Yes, the military killed him. Trevor Clark. Winston Hamilton, aka Sutherland. Martin Hamilton. So the Green Bay Massacre was a covert operation on January 5th, 1978, in which 5 Jamaica Labour Party supporters were shot dead after being lured into an ambush at the Green Bay Firing Range by members of the Jamaica Defence Force. The motivation by the Jamaica Defence Force, the victims all hail from Holborn Street and Gold Street area of the Jamaica Labour Party stronghold in Southside community in downtown Kingston. They were identified as being too closely linked to the opposition JLP. That's the Jamaica Labour Party, when Siaga was the opposition leader in 1975. So that's the reason why they killed these men, you know, because they were close. They said that they were close to the opposition party. How you do that? And everybody are black people in Jamaica. So we continue the journey. And they were singled out. Yes, these men were singled out as prime targets for assassination by members of the leading People's National Party, then headed by now deceased Michael Manley. Oh, on God's earth, you're gonna target the people them that you are the Prime Minister of the country, because you say that these people are prime targets because they align themselves to the opposition. It's not everybody are going to be PMP. I am from Jonestown and I do not see myself as a PMP because you cannot be wicked to your own people, killing off your own people to get power. And to kill these people or by killing them, that's votes that you're taking away from the other party. I don't believe in that. You must use ideas, not terrorism, to terrorize the people. So Jamaicans have been enduring terrorism from in the 70s, you know, by these people. You understand? I would like one of my PMP LGBTQ plus subscriber, viewers on the channel to name one incident where the Jamaica Labour Party at any time, I am not talking about now, after the 80s, lured and execute any PMP, known PMP supporters. Any. Just tell me that. Because I am all about humanity and I don't care about a person's political affiliation. I care about people. It no matter where, if you're a Labour right or PMP, all of us have the same rights to life. You understand? So the massacre, the operation, yeah, so this is it now. The government members require the military intelligence unit to take all reasonable steps to ensure the removal either covertly or overtly of anyone deemed to be a threat to the island security and a smooth running of the PMP government. They never said that these men were gunmen, you know. Them see them as threat because them talk and you know them organize the people in the community and educate them. So more or less, you know, these men were more educated and smarter than the people in the community and them have influence. So the only way to shut them down, because them like when people illiterate, you know, is to kill them, your own government. So the massacre, the operation was executed by undercover agents of the military intelligence unit going into the Southside community and infiltrated the Southside posse. A local gang operating in the area led by the now assassinated Franklin Allen, aka Chubby Dread. 14 men in this gang were initially targeted for assassination. 14! That's how brazen, because the government knowing us, it doesn't matter, you know, once them kill these people, their supporters don't see themselves, you know, as Jamaican, them see themselves as PMP. So it not affect them, so they're not business, them don't go care about themselves. As for me, I care about everyone, PMP and JLP. 14 men in the gang were initially targeted for assassination. The men were promised jobs as drivers and bodyguards. So you know, bodyguard, I mean, say them are going to have a gun and all kind of thing. We don't know if it was licensed gun, but more or less them I tell them, so boy, because at the time, you know, criminality was rampant. Every day when you're at town, you hear gunshot every day and night, and the police them have to go around in the VF-150 and that, you know, the armored vehicle like it Vietnam, you know, that used to pass on all our street them at Jonestown, you know, and the soldier them with the big SLR gun them and all kind of big gun, and that's how it used to be, you know. That's how Jamaica used to be. So they promised them the jobs of drivers and bodyguards. The men needing the arms and funding agree. And in the early hours of January 5th, 1978, an army ambulance driven by an MIU operative and a minivan picked them up at High Alburn Street and Port Royal Street, then headed west towards Port Henderson Road, St. Catherine, where the Green Bay Artillery Range is located. On arrival at the military base, the men were led out to sections of the range where they were given strict instruction not to move, as they would be picked up by another person who would take care of their work requirements and supply them with arms to be transported into Kingston. Wow. As soon as the MIU operatives drove off, a specially selected team of snipers from the Jamaica Defence Force led by Major Ian Robinson was hiding and awaiting the men in an ambush in the nearby hills. The soldiers were armed with L8 General Purpose Machine Gun GPMG, L2A2 that are SLR self-loading rifles, and Sterling submachine guns with Browning 9mm pistols as sidearms. On the receipt of a pre-arranged signal from one of the MIU operative who fired a single shot from his Browning pistol into the upper torso of Winston Hamilton, aka Sadled. The sniper team opened fire on the group of men from their nest in the hills. 5 men fell dead under the hail of gunfire that erupted, and the remainder fled into nearby bushes. At least 1 member, Delroy Griffiths, entered the bay and was rescued by a passing fisherman. Boy, may I tell you, that just wickedness, you know. Yeah. So it was 5:15 a.m. in the morning, and an ambulance and minivan all already parked in the darkness, waiting in the volatile community of Southside in Kingston to transport the men to the military range in Green Bay. Boy, this is just wickedness, you understand? So, you know, we're going to continue the story. We're just giving you an introduction to it because most people do not know of these history, you know? So we're just going to, this is just an introduction to it. So, yeah, we'll be coming out with more of the Green Bay killings and who's responsible and what happened. So just rest assured that you will hear everything. We won't leave you out there hanging. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.